Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I'll be talking to you today about a movie called Plane, starring Gerard Butler and Mike Coulter. And let's talk about it, shall we? Spoilers! Okay, so this was an interesting yet very plain movie. That's how I'll put it. I mean, was it worth watching? Yeah, I'm glad I watched it. Was it exciting? Not as much as I thought it was going to be. We got Gerard Butler as a plane pilot doing commercial, and he's flying the South Pacific, over in Asia. So it's New Year's Eve, and he's trying to get home to his daughter. They really tried to push this whole relationship with him and his daughter, and her going to school, and him working out there, and not being able to see each other throughout the entire movie. I just wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling that relationship at all. Cared more about the people on the plane than I did about him and his doggone daughter. Just saying. Anyway, so he's the pilot. You got a co-pilot and about 4 staff on this flight and about 14 passengers on this plane. That's it, 14, because it's New Year's. What they call it, New Year's Light is what they called it. And there's a storm brewing over the Pacific. So he wanted to go around it. The guy at the airport told him to go through it, or go above it rather. So he tried that. Didn't work out. They got electrocuted, lost power to the plane, ended up having to bring the plane down on some remote island that's being run by a militia and basically terrorists. Terrorists in South Asia. Yeah, that's what it's been run by. So they got to get these people up out of here. And the people who own the plane company, they trying to do, damage control and figure out what to do about this situation. And they were doing a terrible job. And of course, by the end of it all, the main dude that was in charge was starting, because at first he was doing fine, but he was starting to make bad decisions. And the guy that he brought in to help to fix this problem, his very own Olivia Pope, if you will, he overrid him on everything. Nope, we're not doing that. We're doing this. Nope, are you crazy? No, we're not doing that. We're doing this. So he was awesome. I gotta say, he was great. I'm glad he did bring that guy in, because if he had to do it on his own, then people would have been messed up. He brought in mercenaries because he couldn't bring in the Filipino government because they don't go to that island because of the militia. They've been losing troops to them for the longest. That's why it's a lawless island. So they like, nope, can't help y'all. Sorry, America. And so dude hired a militia. They went in there, but by the time the militia got there, things had got real bad because the terrorist guys had found out that this plane had landed on their island. They found out it wasn't governmental, and so they like, oh, they've been snatching hostages, missionaries, anybody that's foreign that come to the island. They snatch them up, hold them for ransom, more than likely kill them because they just want the money. They're not really interested in giving nobody back. It was messed up. I like really, really messed up. So these passengers have now been captured, and now they are hostages. And so the captain, being the captain, this is my plane, I'm responsible for them, Gerard Butler. Yeah, he like, I gotta go get them back. Now, mind you, one of these 14 passengers is our guy, Mike Coulter. He is a prisoner, yes, getting extradited. And I knew they was gonna tell me some crap story about he didn't do it or some blah 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 blah. That's why because I'm like, he ain't a really bad guy, but no, he said he had hurt someone. He was in for homicide, hurt someone when he was like 18, and then he ran away. So he never faced the consequences of his actions, and he ran away to join the Foreign Legion. And so he's a soldier, and he got skills and blah blah blah. So he's the perfect person to help Mr. Butler get these hostages back, right? Yeah, that was great. They went into town. They did some things, and they got the people up out of there. Had to give himself up at the end though to get the passengers all the way back to the plane, because they like, where are we going? Back to the plane because they finally had got the power working on the plane. So he was like, only thing we got left, because now they finna come after us after we just killed a lot of their people and took the hostages back. Oh yeah, we gotta fly the plane out of here, because they couldn't send the government. It was like 24 hours before we could send somebody else to get your mercenaries and the passengers up out of there. They're like, yeah, we're not going to be able to hold our ground that long. They're going to kill us. So we gotta just go ahead and fly the plane about this bad boy to the next closest thing we can get to, which in the end happened to be another island that was close by, like 250 miles away. Not that far considering they were flying. And they were able to glide their behinds over there and land the plane on that island at the end of the movie, and everyone was okay. Except for the fact that Mike stayed on that island. Yes, he did, with the money that the mercenaries were carrying around. It was so dumb. Like, y'all got a bag of money. Like, what? And then when he took the money, and the head mercenary dude was like, for real? And I'm like, yeah, because what was you doing? Why was y'all money just sitting out, idiots? Anyway, he wasn't going to jail. He's like, I ain't going back. He told the captain, I ain't going back with you. You know that, right? He's like, yeah, I know. Yeah, he stayed on the island. So I don't know what happened to him, but I'm pretty sure he became a real problem for the mercenaries, even though by the end of it all, the head mercenary dude got crushed by the plane. Got run over by the plane because he was trying to shoot a rocket launcher at them to blow them up. This movie was crazy. It was fun. At the same time, some of the emotional beats that they kept trying to push, waste of time. Waste of time. I would have been more interested to know more about what happened and why the Mike Carlton character was arrested and what he did. That would have been more interesting than listening to his daughter going back and forth. Yeah, you know, I miss you, and yeah, you know, about this and blah blah blah, and then his piece of conversation he had with his co-pilot about his wife dying 3 years ago and all this other stuff. And I'm like, yeah, still no connection. Not feeling it. Sorry. The lady that worked at the airport company that he worked for, that he took the call when he finally got a call through to tell them what he was in, oh, she needs to be fired immediately. This woman was terrible. They could have had some help a long time ago if it wasn't for this broad. I'm just saying. If you watch the movie, see that phone call, and tell me you don't feel the same way. Oh, this broad needs to be fired. Fired. Anyway, that was plain. If I had to give it a rating, I'd give this movie a 7. It's a 7. It was passable. I was like, I want to see this movie. Yeah, I'm glad I watched it. I ain't never got to watch it again, though. Just saying. 7 is what I'd give it. That was plain. I will see you guys next time for another one. In the meantime, have a great day.